The last thing I really wanted to ask you is, what are your thoughts on, I know you're challenging the DEA on right to try right now, which is very important. And as somebody who is approaching psilocybin and other entheogens from a public health perspective, I wonder what your thoughts are on the emergence of a psilocybin industry. What are your thoughts, concerns, advice as this starts to unfold?
These are big questions. I have a chapter coming out in a Routledge handbook on, from deep respect after profound neglect. Spiritual health and safety for cannabis and entheogens and other entheogens in an integrated public health system. So I thought about this, that's just an early piece that I want people to know, but it should be out within the next few months from Routledge in a handbook of cannabis. But I would just say about this, like, it's really important to me that we continue to involve the spiritual health tradition, the spiritual traditions of our country and other places, the spiritual health experts, whether it's chaplains or even traditions that are around, in helping us guide how to safely integrate this medicine into our lives. It is very important to have that grounding as well, that we need to work in concert. It's not just, I'm not just talking about medicalization, and I'm not just saying it's all religiousification. It's like we need to kind of use the best that we have in psychotherapy, in medicine, in form integrated medicine, and in cross-cultural integrative spiritual care. We have institutions and we have experts in all of these areas and domains in our society, and we need to talk together about how maybe churches or spiritual institutions that are registered should be the ones helping with licensing and regulation and being involved in the industry, in selling and purchase, just like churches are involved in dispensing alcohol right now. And churches are involved in dispensing peyote. Certain churches are involved in dispensing ayahuasca in the U.S. under a Supreme Court rule. But I think we need to get away from certain institutions, like, oh, it's only the church that's has the Bible as their book, or only the church that was founded in the Native American church that was founded in early 1900s in Oklahoma is the one that has these protections. No, it's anyone, because spiritual health has to be universalized. If you're going to do public health with spiritual health, everybody has a spiritual health compass, whether you're an atheist, you pray to whatever God or no God. So how do you do that fairly? Well, it's the same way you treat all spiritual institutions the same. We're not allowed to discriminate. Oh, you got the book where you mentioned it earliest, so you get the protection. It's really important to me that we start to get out of that colonial mindset, which are the good religions, the protected ones, which are the ones we want to kind of avoid. And it's really funny. I saw an article recently that the U.S. State Department was ranking the spiritual religious tolerance of other countries based on how much they were allowing Rastafarian cultures in those countries, like in the Caribbean or South Africa, to access cannabis for their spiritual practices. Whereas we in our country don't recognize it, and courts have rejected it. But we're telling other countries, oh, you're doing a good job of spiritual, religious freedom and human rights because you're allowing cannabis for your, for groups like the Rastafari. And I just think it's funny to me how we have this sort of total schizophrenia about that. And that's where I want to see this move. There's microdosing. There's so many ways that psilocybin will play a role in our well-being. But I think, tying it to the deeper traditions and lineage, which is the spiritual, will, I think, help us steer clear of some safety issues that can happen when medicine's this powerful. Because when you have awe, this is what last thing I want to say. This is called the field of awe medicine around awe. You can use awe to generate wonderful feelings of healing, but you can also use awe, depending on what just happens right before and what happens after, to brainwash people into committing mass acts of violence. Awe is also used by cult leaders and hyper fundamentalists to get people to kind of buy into something. So it's really, really important the setting, having a much larger integrative public health system is going to be, these substances are going to force us in that direction. We just can't do business as usual, because we could end up hurting ourselves or hurting others. So that's, and I think things are moving in that direction. So I'm hopeful. That's sort of, we've done it before. I just feel like this is going to help us get out of this really money-driven, capitalistic orientation of public health. It's very, very short-term and one-dimensional. I'm hoping that these things are going to prompt us to start to think much larger, in a much larger way, about public health.